The 2022 season of F1 started with a new era of changes. While there were changes such as in the aerodynamics department, there were some sections that remained the same, like the power unit, which will remain the same until 2025. One of the biggest changes in the F1 2022 season is the new wheels that were introduced in December 2021 from Pirelli. The new 18-inch wheels replaced the old 13-inch ones with the purpose of faster direction changes and more competitive driving without overheating. However, for some teams, the new tyres are still something they cannot work with yet and find trouble recognizing the ideal conditions and car setup for the tyre's proper function. Teams like RedBull and Ferrari managed to set up their cars properly to solve the issue, while the rest of the grid is still trying to find a solution. One of the teams that struggles the most is Mercedes with their 2022 car, reporting issues regarding the tyres and affecting their whole car and strategy. So, what has gone wrong for Mercedes in the tyre department? Stick with us till the end to find out. It was in Bahrain and Imola that seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton reported issues that he couldn't get his tyres warmed up quickly enough. In the first race of the season in Bahrain, Hamilton didn't have enough grip in the tyres after a pit stop and lost easily a few places due to the cold tyres. In the rainy Imola, both cars had trouble heating the tyres, with Hamilton and his teammate George Russell complaining about the lack of grip as a result. Both British drivers got eliminated from Q2 for the first time ever since Mercedes got eliminated from Q2 in the 2012 Japanese Grand Prix. It was clear that the team was struggling to get the tyres warm in the qualifying session since both cars needed 2 to 3 laps to warm them up in the cold and wet tracks of Imola. But constant red flags didn't allow both drivers to get the job done and got eliminated in Q2 that came as a shock to everyone, especially the Silver Arrows team and fans. In Budapest during FP2, Mercedes showed that they were lacking pace at that moment, since they were 1.9 seconds away from P1 with the same medium compound. The problems got even worse when during FP3, rain poured down the track, and a lot of drivers, including both Mercedes drivers, seemed to find it difficult to work with these conditions as the tyres couldn't warm up enough and there was no grip at all. In their first runs with wets, Hamilton and Russell were placed P17 and P16. With a few minutes to go, the conditions seemed to dry, but a red flag and technical checks placed Hamilton P11 with teammate Russell in the top 5, almost 2 seconds trailing from a surprising Williams of Nicholas Latifi with the same tyre compound. Mercedes head of engineering Andrew Shavlin admitted that the new tyres can't get warmed up via the brakes as past generations used to. While there are other tools to control the temperature of the tyres, in the 2022 season they have been limited enough by the new changes and regulations, making it harder to heat the tyres. Furthermore, the reduction of the preheating temperature of the tyres from 100 to 70 Celsius makes it much more difficult. Shavlin said, "It's no longer so easy to radiate heat from the brakes to the rims and tyres in a targeted manner. For some reason, the other teams managed to warm up the tyres, and we didn't." In a previous interview about wets and inters, Shavlin said, "We were struggling in that area, building temperature. In terms of balance, there is nothing wrong with them. They're very similar in terms of balance to the others." While Mercedes has issues to resolve, that doesn't mean they can hold them back. While they haven't won a race so far, the Silver Arrows fight back with what they can, and we have witnessed consistent driving from both drivers. The recent 2-3 in the French and Hungarian Grand Prix and the first pole position of George Russell means that they can still fight back even with a setback. The recent form has given them a great confidence boost going into the summer break, and they will come back even stronger in the second half of the season. If they can get their tyre warm-up issue sorted, given their reliability and consistency, they might still have an outside chance of winning the Constructors' Championship, or at least come second. What do you think? Can Mercedes become a problem for Ferrari and Red Bull in the second half of this season? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And while you're down there, please subscribe to F101. See you in the next video. Take care.